let's discuss about first who am I, and I am a senior test analyst, works on Selenium BDD framework with Java. And next one, actually, this session is for only demo. What is the course we are going to learn? In the what are the concepts we are going to learn in the course, and what are the timings to learn the course, and who can take this course, and it's about me, and what are the roles and responsibilities of the testers. These are the basic things you have to learn first in the demo session, and later on we can move on to the concepts from the Monday onwards. Okay, but today, tomorrow, and Friday, these 3 days we can see basic concepts which are required for the testers. Okay, and let's see this slide. Who can take this course? Okay, these four peoples can anyone can take, like beginners, freshers, those who are looking for the jobs because they don't know idea way to in whether it may be developer or tester or whatever it is. And some manual testers are planning to switch into the automation testing, so those guys are also eligible for this course to learn the automation concepts that can we jump into the automation role. And third one is any non-IT background employees. Okay, non-IT background employees are nothing but non-IT background employees are the like from BPO and QC, and they come from some sales industries. Okay, those people also entering into the IT background for the tester or DevOps engineer or else developer. We are having the three roles mainly: tester, developer, and deployment team DevOps. Okay, mostly if you are from non-IT background, if you want in into the software industry, then there is a easy choice to in into the software company is tester. In again tester, we are having manual and automation tester. If you know the basic knowledge of coding, then it will be very easy. But even if you don't know the coding, if you learn this course carefully with concentration, then simply you can into the automation. Okay, and fourth one is students, those who want to enter into the IT industry. To be frank, I'm speaking. Mostly, most of the people have, if it is women, they're having some maternity leave, and they're later they are jumping into the testing industry. And few people after the completion of their graduation or post graduation, they haven't worked due to their backlogs, whatever it is. And after completion of their graduation, 2 or 3 years, they started their career to be into the tester or developer or DevOps engineer. Those people also can make eligible for this opportunity. Maybe few people are depending on the proxy and support on all these things. But what I'm telling is don't depend on any proxies and supports. Okay, please try to crack any job with your own. Then there will be some satisfaction, and there will be it will be very easy to survive in the software industry if you in into the software industry with your own knowledge. Okay, but if you move in the any proxy is nothing but they are charging 1 lakh or 50,000 to give the proxy interview for you. Of course you may selected for the proxy, you may selected for the job through the proxy, but after the selection what you will do? Nothing, right? You don't know how to survive in the IT industry. Okay, again, they are depending on the support. In the support, again, they are charging 25,000 or 30,000 per month. You are getting 45 or 50 in the salary package, highest if you have experience. Out of 50, if you are giving 25,000, 30,000 to the support person monthly, how much you are getting getting to your hand? Maybe 20 or 15,000. Is it worth of doing work in the office? It's not right. So if you are be careful while learning the course manual or automation testing, then there is no support, there is no proxy. If you are concentrated, learn the concepts in the class. At the end of the course, simply you can crack the job and you can survive easily with your own without depending on other person. Okay, clear what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to discuss today. And these are the four members can take this course. The next one is today objectives. These are the six objectives we are going to discuss today. The first one is introduction about myself. It's a 2 lines of introduction about me. And next one is testing introduction. What is meant by testing? And next one is what is SDLC. SDLC is nothing but software development life cycle. Everyone should know whether you may be tester or deployment person or else development person, whoever it is, everyone should know. And what are the tools used in manual and automation testing? And in this fourth point, I will explain what are the major tools you are explaining. we are having set of tools explaining in the course, but I just make a few notes in this slide, and what are the major tools which we are using, like Jenkins, Git, Maven, TestNG, and all these things are given a brief notes on it. And later we have discussed the tester roles and responsibilities. For example, by the end of the course, if you got selected in any company, okay, then what is your roles and responsible as a manual tester or as a automation tester? The things will be explained. And the sixth one is course timings. What are the course timings for this course? Okay, and these six topics are the today agenda, today object. Let's move on to the first one, introduction about myself. Okay, myself Raju, and having 7+ years of experience in testing industry with 5 years of training experience. Okay, still I'm working in a testing industry like automation engineer, and having 7+ years of experience in industry. And by this year, August, 5 years is completed for my training experience. Okay, this is all about my introduction. Okay, and what is our second concept? Second concept is testing introduction. Okay. Can someone tell what is mean by testing in generic meaning? What is mean by testing? No one. In generic meaning, what is mean by testing? I'm not asking about any web application. I think someone is speaking, but I'm
Uh,
not able to hear your voice.
Finding the errors in our application.
Finding the
Okay.
Uh,
Good.
for
Anyone?
the
we need to find the bugs.
Okay. Good.
for
Anyone
the
else?
product effectiveness, we will test.
Okay. Good.
Testing the
Anyone else?
quality of the software.
Very good. Anyone else? This interactive session is very important in my classes. Okay. Okay, every time when I'm teaching, I will ask few questions, but these few questions will change your mindset. Okay, these few questions will help you a lot at the time of interview. For example, all the interviewers are not a single minded, right? Few members will ask the basic questions also. What is mean by testing? Why we are using testing? If that person asks these type of questions for freshers mainly. Okay, so if they ask what is mean by testing, you may have many answers, right? So but if you give effective answer, the interviewer will inspire you. Okay, so by that I am giving I'm keeping interactive sessions in every class. Maybe I'm asking 5 questions or 6 questions in every class, like by giving the interactive session. But majorly here testing is nothing but we are having the expected output, we are having the actual output. For example, there is recently Triblar movie is released, right? Thriller movie released. What is the expectations of the audience and what is the expectations of the director Rajamouli? He is expected that it will be cross so and so budget. It will cross so and so collections, right? That is their expected output. But after releasing the movie, what will be the actual output? Okay, if that expected output is equal to the actual output, then our testing will be passed. That is the testing. Okay, here we are testing the quality. Okay, here mainly when we are calling it as the testing is passed, if the actual output is equal to the expected output. Example, Tribler movie. If the actual output is not equal to the expected output, then it is called testing fail. What is the example? Son of India movie. Okay, clear what I'm telling, what I'm going to convey to you. Here testing is nothing but you are testing the quality of the application. Okay, here you can see. Here testing is a process used to identify correctness and completeness and quality of the developed computer software. Okay, already a software is developed. In that software, we are checking the completeness and correctness of the software. How completed the software is, how the corrected the software is there any issues in it, is there any bugs in it? Is there any defects in it? Okay, is that application is completely developed? Is there any issue with the network? Is there any issue with performance? Is there any issue with login page? Is there any issue with registration page? We have to check all these things, but the main agenda of the testing is to provide the quality product to the customer. Clear? Have any doubt about the what is mean by testing? Everyone is clear about the testing? Can someone confirm? If you don't didn't understand the testing, we'll explain again. Clear about the testing? What is meant by testing?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And the next one is software development life cycle. Okay, this is very important when you are going to any industry, whether you are going as a developer, whether you are going as a tester, whether you are going as a DevOps person, whether you are going as a support person, whatever role, whatever job you are doing, software development life cycle is very important in the software industry. Okay, in the software development life cycle we are totally having the 6 phases. The first one is requirement analysis, and second one is system design, and third one is implementation, and fourth one is testing, and fifth one is deployment, and sixth one is maintenance. These are the 4 things we are having. Okay, requirement analysis is nothing but, for example, you are the customer, you reach the company TCS, you need some banking application, but you can take an example of you want to do a business as a bank. Okay, you want to do your business as a bank, but for that bank you need a application to do the transactions online service to the customers. So immediately you reach the software company to these are the so and so requirements, please construct the application for doing the transactions. At that time what the software company asks you, what are your requirements, right? That requirement will be, 1 minute, I will take this one, notepad. Okay, that customer or client will ask the software company, right? Here what, how we can take client reaches the TCS company. Okay, what are the TCS company will expect? Will expect the requirements from the customer. Who takes the requirements from the customer? BA is nothing but business analyst. Business analyst will take requirements from the client or customer. Okay, what is the next step after taking the customer requirements from the customer? Okay, that requirements will be discussed with QC and will start design the system design. System design is nothing but before constructing the application or software, how it looks like. Let's take an example of apartment. Before constructing the apartment, they have given the blueprint, how the apartment looks like, how the community looks like after the design, after the apartment construction is completed. That is called system design. Once the system design is approved by the customer and the business architect, business analyst and manager, and all are approved the system design, then we can start implementation. Okay, what is mean by implementation? Implementation is nothing but start coding. Okay, we are having the requirements, we are having the system design, we are having the manpower to construct the application. Then what is your next step? Immediately you start implementing the software. It's nothing but implementation is nothing but here we can write the coding. Okay, and what is the next step? So once your coding part is done, what is the next agenda to do in the software development life cycle? Testing. Okay, here let's take an example. This BA collect from client or customer the construction of apartment. They will provide some design how it looks like after the apartment is completed. Once the design is confirmed by the architect, civil engineer, then implementation, construction of apartment is started. Once the construction is started, how they are testing the apartment? Let us take in a Hyderabad. We are having some norms, HMDA layout and GHMC. We are having some norms to construct the apartments or else houses. After the construction of apartment is done, we should get the NOC certificate. NOC certificate from the government. If we want to get that NOC certificate from the government, we should construct that apartment as per the norms which is given by the government, right? So at that time, that government inspection people will come to the apartment and will check whether that apartment is constructed as per the norms or not. That is called testing in the example of construction. Okay, once the testing is done, what will be happen? Deployment is happen. Deployment is nothing but after testing the application, if there is any errors, that errors will be redirected to the developers, and if there is no errors, then it will be deployed to the server. For example, now you have joined in the GoToMeetings software, right? How it works? Here the GoToMeeting application. You have deployed that GoToMeeting code into the app.gotomeeting.com server. So if you deployed, that's why you are able to see this application in this URL, GoToMeetings URL. Otherwise, we are not able to see the GoToMeetings URL, right? So that is nothing but deployment. Coming to the construction example, once the inspection people come and have given the NOC certificate, the people who bought flats in that apartment will come and occupy their flats. That is called deployment. What is the next step? After deployment is done, next what is the next step? Maintenance. Maintenance is nothing but if we take the example of the software again, we have we have deployed the software into app.gotomeeting.com. But after deploying, what is the main agenda of the GoToMeeting? To communicate with other people regarding the classes, regarding some seminars, regarding some business demos, whatever it is. Okay, our main agenda in GoToMeeting is to communicate with others, but by unfortunately we are not able to communicate with the others properly. Okay, so that is the issue we found. So again we have to reach the software company and we have to do maintenance, or else this server name is there, app.gotomeetings.com. It will expire after 2 years. After 2 years you have to buy the domain again, or you have to renewal the domain. All these things comes under the maintenance. Okay, that part will become after deployment. If you take an example of that apartment, once the people occupied their flats, they have some maintenance to the watchman, they have some maintenance to the lift, they have some maintenance to the generator. All these things comes under the maintenance. Let us take an example of apartment again. Here requirement analysis is nothing but whenever you bought the flat, they will give some specification which type of material is used. System design is nothing but they will give a blueprint how the apartment look like after the construction of apartment. And third point is implementation, is the construction of flats as per the design. Coming to the software, construction of code as per the design. Testing is nothing but once coding is done, the testers will check how it works, whether the actual output reaches the expected output or not. That will be tested in the testing. Coming to the apartment example, that inspection people come and check whether the apartment is constructed as per the norms or not. That is called testing. Once the testing is done, deploy it to the servers as per the GoToMeetings application. And coming to the apartment example, the flat people who bought their apartment will come and occupy their flats. And after deployment is done, there is a maintenance. Coming to the Goto example for servers and some issues found in that Goto application. And coming to the apartment example, there is a maintenance cost like watchman and generator cost, lift cost, various set of costs, right? That is called the maintenance. Is everyone clear about software development life cycle? Can someone tell what are the phases available in software development life cycle? Speak out. In my session, everyone
Uh,
should speak out.
yes,
What
we
are the
have
phases
understood the
available?
software development life cycles.
Sorry.
There are mainly six phases. There are mainly six
Okay.
phases.
Okay.
Requirement analysis, system design, implementation, testing, deployment, and maintenance.
Okay. Good. Anyone else? What is meant by system design? Anyone else to answer the question? When I'm asking the questions, if you answer those questions, these answers will help you at the time of interview. Of course, these are the basic questions, but in front we are having the set of questions which will be asked in the interviews. If your answers, this interactive session will be fed in your mind, or your brain will make you remember at the time of interview. But if your reading in your book is different from joining in the interactive session, right? So
Correct.
I am giving one more chance. Anyone others?
Yes, we have six stages in the software development life cycle: requirement analysis, system design, implementation, testing, deployment, and maintenance.
Okay, what is meant by system design in that? In six phases, what is meant by system design?
System design is nothing but blueprint of the application, whatever the requirement gathering from the client.
Okay,
Um, the blueprint, it is nothing but before developing the actual application, uh,
how it looks like.
how it looks like.
Yes, how it looks like will be given in
Hmm.
the system design. Simply,
Ah,
if the interviewer asks what is meant by system design, simply you can get the prototype of the application. In technical term, we are calling it as prototype. It's nothing but rules and regulations. Protocol or prototype is nothing but blueprint. Okay, clear? This is about the software development life cycle. And what is the next concept? What are the tools we are mainly discussed in this course? Coming to the manual testing, we can discuss about the Excel, and in this Excel, how we can write the test cases, what is the test ID, what is test scenario, what is test steps, what is actual output, what is expected output, what is the types of status available, passed, failed, untested, accepted, failure. We are having set of statuses where we are denoting the which one can be discussed in manual testing. And next one is Jira. Jira is a task management tool. Most of the 95% companies are in the current industry are using the Jira tool. We'll discuss the Jira tool, and later we can discuss the test trial or test link. Okay, mostly we are writing test cases in Excel previously, but now the technology is developed. Mostly the companies are using the tools to write to maintain the test cases. It might be test trail or test link or IBM tool. We are having set of tools, but we are mostly concentrate on test trail. Okay, it will be most effective to see. Interface is most effective. That's why I took this one, test trail. And coming to the automation, here also we learn the Excel concepts and Jira, Testrel and Testlink. These three things are common in automation also. But next one is Eclipse or IntelliJ. Any one of them can be explained. Mostly we'll explain Eclipse. And later we have seen the Java core concepts. What are the Java core concepts helpful in the Selenium? And later we can see the Cucumber BDD framework, and we can see the TestNG also. TestNG and Selenium. Maven is a build tool, and Jenkins is a integration tool, continuous integration and continuous deployment tool, and we are seeing the Git. Okay, these are the tools mainly we have discussed in the automation course, but the course will be very attractive, so you will be enjoying the course. Okay, and next one is the testing roles and responsibilities. If you got selected for automation tester or manual tester, what is your roles and responsibilities? Okay, you have to discuss these things. Maybe few things maybe didn't understand by you, but in further classes you have an idea about what is meant by scenario, what is meant by test case, and all these things. If you already have experience in manual testing and move on to the automation testing, you will get all these things. But you are freshly starting your career in a testing part, then you may not have idea about all these roles and responsibilities. We'll discuss in the further classes. And let's see the what are the roles and responsibilities we are having here. You're analyzing the requirements from user stories, And user stories is nothing but, as I said, that the requirements will be collected by the business analyst from the customer, right? After collecting that, the communication between the tester and developer and scrum master, BA and product owner will arrange a meeting and will discuss the user stories which need to be developed in particular time. Okay. We are having agile process for every 3 months. We are having the release, and few companies follow few rules. We'll discuss in at the time of Jira. Okay. Next one is understanding functionality of the future. The manual tester should understand the manual functionality of the future. If you are from automation, then it's not important to understand the functionality, because you are automating the scripts by following the steps which is written by the manual tester. So, so for manual testers, it's very important to understand the functionality of the feature and later work closely with the development staff in all phases of development. If you work closely with the development, we'll have a good rapport between the developer and tester, and there is an ease to find the more bugs. Okay. So next one is communicate more with the developers and end users. End user is nothing but we are having the user acceptance testing, like integration testing. So if you communicate with developers and end users, will have more chances to get more bugs. And next question is participating in preparing test plans. Test plans is nothing but we are having set of test plans: regression testing, smoke testing, sanity testing, integration testing, and internal team, external team. We are having set of things will be explained in the soon. And preparing test scenarios. Preparing test scenarios is nothing but what we can say. For example, let's take an example of Amazon application. What is the Amazon application front UA? Initially you should log in through mobile number or else mail, right? So uh, to write the test cases for login functionality, that login functionality can be known as test scenario. What is the possible cases in the login functionality? Correct username, wrong password. Wrong username, correct password. Wrong username, wrong password. Correct username, correct password. These are the four possibilities we are having. All these four possibilities is called as test cases, and the login functionality I have discussed about is called as test scenarios. Okay. And preparing test data. If you want to check with the wrong username in the Amazon website, you should have the data, right? Which password or which username we should give. Okay. That data should be prepared for the test cases. And next one is preparing the test environment to execute the test cases. Mostly it will not be useful for the manual testing, but in automation testing it will be more to take the Java and Eclipse files and all these things. Okay. And next one is analyzing the test cases prepared by other team members, because all the test cases will not be written by the single person, right? The test cases which are written by you can be reviewed by other team member. The test cases which is written by other team member can be reviewed by you to get the more flexibility and good performance on it. Okay. And executing the test cases and defect tracking tool is nothing but Jira tool. We'll discuss in there. And giving mandatory information of a defect to developer in order to fix it. Okay. Whenever there is a defect, you should give the clear info about that error to the developer. Then only the developer will understand that defect and will fix it. And next one is retesting the fixed bugs to check for existing and check for its effect. Once the defect is fixed by the developer, you have to retest that fix again. And last but not least, which is mentioned in the list, is preparing suggestion documents to improve the quality of the application. We have to prepare some documents suggested to the quality improvement of the application to the team. Okay. These are the testing roles and responsibilities. I think everyone clear. Everyone is understand the points which is mentioned here, and we will share this PPT to you. Have any doubt, can go through it. And this is just a demo session. We'll have some more practical sessions every day. And at the end of the session, for every day end of the session, I will ask 3 to 4 questions for the quiz. I will give the questions in the chat box. Everyone should answer and give the answers into the chat box. It will helps you to how much you learn every day, how much you need to improve for next day. I will give marks for the for your answers also. For example, if I give that 5 questions, if you answer four correct, then I will give the 4 marks out of 5. That marks will gives you confidence that I am understanding, yes I am learning. Okay, clear about the testing roles and responsibilities? Have any doubt? I hope everyone is clear. If you have any doubt, then you can speak out. If you don't have, then I will move in the next one. Demo session is done almost. Last one is class timings. Our class timings of every Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's a mandatory session. But if the classes are not completed, then we'll take the sessions Saturday 10:30 to 11:30 if required. It's not mandatory, it's an optional based on your feedback. For example, if I want this week Saturday and Sunday sessions, I will ask you in the Friday whether all you people are okay to take the classes. Based on the majority count, I will take it. For example, if 10 people are there, if more than 5 people are giving okay, thumbs up to take the classes on the Saturday and Sunday, I will take the classes. Remaining people can see the recording for that Saturday class. If you guys are not interested to take the classes on weekends, then I will take on it Monday again. Okay, it's very clear. Let's go through this document. This is how I explained. This is how my way on the teaching. And every session will have the practical session, and every session will have the quiz at the end of the session to know how much you learn in that class and how much you are going to improve for the next class. Okay, clear about have any doubt on the course? Let you speak out if you
Uh,
have any doubt.
yeah, how many months it will take to finish the course?
It's not depend on the months. As per this course,
Mm-hmm.
we are having the 45 classes for the manual and automation. For the manual, we are
Okay.
having the 10 days of course, not 10 days,
Okay.
10 classes. Okay.
10 classes. Okay.
Out of 45 classes, 10 classes are manual classes and 35 classes are automation classes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That 10 classes or 45 classes may take maybe 30 days. Within 40 days, it will be
No,
completed.
no, no.
Within 50 days,
Not exactly. Approximate how many days it will take just to know.
approximately will take 45 days, like 1.5 month.
Okay, okay. Thanks,
If you
thanks for
take the
letting me
classes, if you take the classes on weekends also, then it will complete very soon. Like if you
know.
take
Better
two
to
classes
take
on Saturday,
weekdays only.
okay. Then if we go through weekdays only, then it will be 1.5 month.
Yeah, depends on
For
all.
example,
Mhm.
sorry.
That's okay. No problem for me. Yeah.
Okay. For example, this is the session on 27th, right? We are having
Yes.
28, 29 normal sessions, and we'll start our course from the August 1st.
Okay.
If you take the August 1st, and total 20 classes will be 23 classes will be completed in August, right? So by
Yeah.
the end of the September, our course will be completed. Not 10, by September 20, by September 15, like that, our course will be completed. Like 1.5 month it takes.
Okay. 1.5 months. It's okay. Not that much time. It is less only.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Thanks. Yeah.
but
Got it.
please try to be in class. If you are confirmed, then please try to attend every day, because you learn many things. Of course there is a recording session, but if it is not possible to join in particular day, then it's fine. But every day don't depend on recording sessions, because the recording sessions are different. Learning the class in live is different. Okay.
Yeah. That's correct. If
If
we
the
have
if you are
recording by
looking for,
YouTube videos, also we know.
yes, that's what I'm telling
We
now.
don't
By
understand
seeing YouTube
by
videos
seeing.
also, you can learn through recordings,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the practical approach is not available, right?
yeah. It's different learning.
Yes. I will tell
We
you
can
how to
concentrate.
resolve the errors in the programming also without depending on others. Have some tips and
Oh,
tricks to resolve your the errors on by your own. But the class is also very simple. It's take only 1 hour of time. I will not take more than 1 minute of 1 hour. For example, if I start 8 o'clock, we'll complete before 9 o'clock only. Okay.
oh, okay,
It will be very flexible, and we'll see the recording sessions also.
okay. Mm,
Any other doubts? We are having 6 more minutes till 9 o'clock.
that's it. I don't have any doubts. Thanks.
What about others? Lavanya. Kranti Krishna, Siva, Naresh, Babita. Five more members are there, right?
Nothing, Raju. It's fine for me.
Okay. Remaining, everyone please clear about demo, right? What I spoke and what you are going to learn in the further session. What are the rules and responsibilities? What is software development life cycle? And all these things. At the end of the session, I will take two classes for the very interactive session. What are the interview questions asked for the manual testers, and what are the interview questions will ask for automation testers? And it's maybe 43rd and 44th class. But 45th class will take for resume preparation. How to prepare the resume by your own, and how to get the calls from the companies, and everything will be explained by the last day. Clear? But one thing I'm sure that if you follow the course sessions every day, you will not depend on any proxies and support. I think all are aware about proxies and supports, right? It's become popular in COVID situation.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
if you listen the classes carefully, you
Proxy
didn't
also
waste
doesn't
your
work
money.
that much in COVID situation.
Yes, yes. If you listen these course videos properly, you will save so much time, so much money, and so much knowledge. But if you want to go for the proxy, they will charge 1 lakh. If you want support after getting into the company, they will charge 30,000 or 25,000 per month. So you are getting only 40,000 per month. They are charging 25,000 for support. How much you are getting? 15,000 you are getting, but you are struggling for morning 10 o'clock, evening 7 o'clock. What is the use? It will be better to keep calm in your house, right? So if you listen the classes carefully, then if you are good at communication, you can simply move on to the manual or automation testing. Don't think of that. I don't have coding knowledge. How can I crack that automation testing? If you understand the coding, then you can go to automation. If you haven't understand the coding, you can go to the manual testing. Both are equal importance in IT industry. Without manual testing, the automation testing will not work. Everything has their own importance. In our body, kidney have their own importance, heart have their own importance, right? So every part have their own importance. Like that, we are having manual testing different their own importance. Automation testing there is own importance. Okay. So coming to the gaming companies, they will not depend on automation testing. For the manual testing also, they will offer 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs also they're offering for manual testing, because in game for gaming it's not possible to do automation testing because every time coding will be changed. That's how we have to think of it. For example, if you are not interested, if you are not able to get the knowledge on the coding, then simply switch your mind to manual testing. In manual testing, how can I grow? Which companies are providing more packages? One of my friend brother having 2 years of experience with 15 lakhs package in manual testing, not automation testing. How that person is getting? Because he is good at the functionality of the application, and he knows how to crack, and he knows which companies to choose. These are the 3 points makes him to the package of 15 lakhs. Clear? So it's purely depend on the company. It's purely depend on the whether it is product based or service based, and it purely depend on your knowledge, functionality. Okay, clear what I'm saying? Siva, you are asking course validity. I didn't get that course validity. Validity is nothing but lifetime. They will give videos through Drive link. You can access that videos at any time. Okay, it's not like 10 days, 20 days, 30 days. The Drive videos will be there you for forever. Clear? Okay, fine. I'm good to close the session. It's 9 o'clock. We'll have another batch. So thank you for joining, and we'll see you again tomorrow.